Welcome to the Startup Grind.
With Odeo, Evan gave the money back to many of the investors. Hey, Odeo, and then he invited some to come back in, or depending on the stories, that you probably know the correct story. But the story is that not everyone was invited back, but the ones that, George Zachary, yourself, there were others that they liked and whose money they wanted again, and you were on that list, right? And so you got.
Well,
is that right?
So like I said, I don't know why Evan let me do it the second time. You'd have to ask him, right? But
we'd like to.
But here's the thing. He said, I'm gonna give you your money back, and I said, look, you don't owe me anything. I made an investment. You win some, you lose some. I don't need my money back, and I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus here, but certain investors were kind of disenchanted with Odeo and wanted their money back. And so he had to sort of come to an agreement with all the investors to give them their money back.
Wow.
And so I just said, okay, any entrepreneur who gives me 100% of their money back, I don't care what your next startup is. I don't care if it's a massage parlor. I'm going to invest
at scale.
Yeah. I don't even care if it's at scale. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, this money I invested in Odeo is dead money. And so it's either permanently dead or it's dead till it proves it's alive someday. So I said, so what are you working on? And he said, well, I got this side project. Okay, what's it called? Well, we're not sure what to call it. Either Voicemail 2.0 or Twitter. And it was spelled TWTTR. And I was like, I hate the fact that you took the vowels out, because Flickr, that's like what Flickr did, and you can't. Flickr did that. You got to be your own thing, right? So I said, okay, great. I'd like to invest in Twitter. And he says, well, we haven't decided to take money yet. And I said, well, whenever you decide to, I'd like to invest. And so I said, what does Twitter do anyway? And he says,
it's a massage parlor.
Yeah, and he goes, well, you say what you're doing. And I'm like, okay, well, what happens after that? That's it. And I'm like, and he goes, oh, I forgot to tell you, 140 characters or less, because we want to be on cell phones, text messages. Okay, what happens after that? That's it. That's all it does. What's the revenue model? There is no revenue model. What's the roadmap? There is no roadmap. That's it. And I'm like, great, I'm an investor in Twitter. Just tell me your wiring instructions. When the time comes, I'm in. And I left that meeting thinking, okay, now I've lost the money for sure. Right? Like now it's like, it's over. But whatever, Evan's a good guy. I've already lost it once before. There's nowhere to go but up.
That's right. You're playing with house money.
So this is the other thing I've learned about the venture business. One of the things I've learned about the venture business, I could sit here and tell you this story about how, well, I understood the strategic implications of blogging and the fact that microblogs would have an order of magnitude more exponential usage and adoption and engagement. But the fact of the matter is, I was just shithouse lucky, right? And it's like, it's important that you recognize when you're lucky, because I think luck is like a goddess. And if you don't worship the goddess of luck, she'll go give it to somebody else. And so I worship the goddess of luck every day that I was part of that Twitter
How does
project.
one worship your goddess of luck? Because she seems to listen to your prayers.
I hope she'll stay good to me, but I keep worship her.
Did you find her at Harvard? Is this
No,
part of
no, I did not.